The results are in. My first 2 weeks of keto are finished. Let's discuss results and how I feel. Welcome to Keto for Life. So the question that everybody is wondering is, did I experience the keto flu? And the answer is yes, absolutely. Every time I start the keto diet from being off of it, I always experience the keto flu. And the symptoms that I experienced are as follows. Number one, I get headaches, usually 1 or 2 days. I get muscle cramping, which I usually combat by taking magnesium supplements and drinking sugar-free Gatorade, and also just staying, as much as I can, staying hydrated. I experienced some brain fog. I experienced an overall sense of fatigue and just not feeling great. But I will say that all goes away after 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, the feeling of fatigue goes away and energy comes back, and I feel so much more energetic now. And last, I did have some bowel discomfort for 1 day, which is usually how long it lasts for me. Some of the good effects that I felt in the first 2 weeks was a decrease in appetite. After about the 4th or 5th day, your cravings or desires are really diminished. And as you go a little bit further, it gets diminished even more. By the end of 2 weeks, I really only wanted to eat once a day, and then a meal once a day, and then have a snack maybe later at night, something light. After the fatigue wore off, the energy really climbed up, and there was no longer a need to take naps or an urge to take naps. My energy was more sustainable, more even throughout the day. And a surprising effect is that my body is much, much cooler without the need for the body to burn carbohydrates or as much food, because I'm eating a lot less. My body is just so much cooler, and here in the hot months of August, what a difference it has made. Another benefit was a lot less inflammation within the body, and the pain that I was feeling in my back really decreased and also went away, and I feel so much better. A few mistakes that I did make were, one night I did drink some alcohol, which did not lead to excessive carbohydrate eating, but it did lead to excessive calorie eating. I ate a little too many nuts and keto fat bombs, just put me a little bit over. Another day was I went out and I was out all day, had to do shopping and whatnot, and I drove past the Boston market and decided to eat there because I figured protein, some fats, and I ended up eating some creamed spinach and corn with my rotisserie chicken, and I only ate about a third of each, but still those carbs were a little high, and it might have kicked me out of keto. Tracking my macros for the 2 weeks was a success and very helpful, because there were quite a few days that I found myself a little high in protein, a little low in fats, and I was able to eat either a fat bomb or some macadamia nuts, and I was able to get my fat percentages up by the end of the day in order to keep my body in ketosis. So everyone is wondering how much weight I lost. And the weight I was able to lose the first 2 weeks of my keto diet was 8.5 pounds. I usually average in between 7 to 10 pounds the first 2 weeks. And then every week after that, I average anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds. Now, granted, there are some weeks I lose 0 pounds, but then there's also a few weeks that I will lose 3 or 4 pounds. This happens periodically. So I'm happy with the 8.5 pound weight loss, and I'm excited to continue on with my diet and see what success we can continue to find.